Every day my car looks like this. Welcome to the South. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, my last video, I didn't know where I was going next. Well, I kind of knew. I didn't really know. But it's officially Charleston for 2 days. We are going to go straight to Folley Beach. I've never been there and I found a couple spots that I want to go to there. So, next stop, Folley Beach. No. Actually, what was that?
If only.
So Folley Beach was cool. It has like a main street with tons of restaurants and shops, which was super packed on this particular day. I couldn't find parking by the restaurant I wanted to go to. I was actually lucky to find the parking spot I got at all. So I just got ice cream instead and walked on the beach. The ice cream was great. It was like a dairy-free vegan Dole Whip. If you aren't familiar with Dole Whips, it's like a pineapple soft serve. And then this one was swirled with strawberry. Also, in continuance of my last video, this was day 5 in a row of getting ice cream at different places. After an hour or so, I decided to continue on to Charleston to get checked into my hotel and find food. At this point, I hadn't eaten anything green in like 2 weeks. So the goal was to find a salad. I have never done this before, but I walk in this room and it's supposed to be 100% smoke-free. It is 100% full of smoke. So I like hate to be that person, but like all my stuff is going to smell like this if I stay here for 2 days. So I call, I'm like, oh, it actually smells like smoke. Can I get a new room? So I get a new one, also smells like smoke and is actually filthy. Like it's disgusting. So I'm about to put everything back in my car and ask if I can cancel my reservation. I've never done this in my life, but I just feel like this is so unacceptable. So I don't know where I'm gonna stay tonight. I gotta find something else. And I like low-key, like the second room I got also had like the door in between the rooms. And that just made me feel uncomfortable too. I didn't explain this well, but when I got to the second room, before I even saw that it was disgusting, I just instantly had this weird gut feeling all of a sudden that had me feeling uneasy and unsafe. And then on top of that, as I walked around, I saw how dirty everything was. As a female solo traveler, I just have to pay attention to those instincts. Bad vibes, I don't know. It's the same hotel I stayed at in Hilton Head, like same chain, which was fine there, but I'm gonna have to go with no on this one. So, adventure continues. Let's see where I stay tonight. Why do you do this? I haven't even walked in the hotel yet, but I can already tell this is just gonna be so much nicer. Okay, I didn't need all this, but definitely so much nicer than where I just came from. It doesn't smell like smoke. It's clean. There isn't stuff on the mirror. Shower's not black. Still got a working space. Yeah, I did not need all the space, but I just panicked when the last place was so gross. I had to just feel safer and cleaner. So I was checking into my original hotel at 4. It's now after 6. Finally in a clean and nice hotel. Definitely paying more than I would like to. And the original hotel was actually gonna be the least expensive thing I had paid for so far, I think. But you get what you pay for. Luckily, after these 2 nights, I'm actually staying with family friends. I have a few people I think I'll be staying with in March, so that will help. But sometimes I just had to put my safety first in this situation. It's just 2 nights, so we'll figure it out. So now, I literally bought my salad, like I stopped at Aldi right before I went to the other hotel. So I have a salad that's just been sitting here. So I just popped it in the fridge to try to cool that down. So I'm gonna eat and get some work done. And then I don't know what I'll do tomorrow. So now I'm in Mount Pleasant, which is on the east side of Charleston, and I've never done anything here. So I don't know, maybe I'll explore Mount Pleasant tomorrow. It sounds like there's cute stuff to do here too, but I'll probably end up in downtown Charleston too. Yeah, that's it for now. Originally I was gonna have to eat my salad just like in the bag. Like I just planned on putting everything together and shaking it up. But they had bowls and real forks and soap and stuff so I could wash the dishes before and after. Hooray. The other good thing about this hotel is they have free breakfast. So I didn't really know what to get. I just got stuff that I knew I could eat later because it's like 8 in the morning and I can never eat at 8 in the morning. No. Get up. So after my morning routine, I headed into the city. I've been to Charleston a couple times before, and I've just always loved it. I love the Charleston City Market, so that's where I headed first. They don't technically allow dogs, so I left Noodles at the hotel, but there were so many dogs there, so not sure if they're always this lenient or maybe since it was the off season. The last time I was in Charleston, my best friend and I discovered Southern Sisters and their Benny wafers, which we love, so I had to get some of those again. I did a lot of walking around, just walking down random streets and enjoying the old homes. I also did all of this walking in flat sandals, so I'm definitely too old for that now and immediately bought a pair of Tevas the next day. I eventually drove until I ended up at the Battery, which I had never been to, but it was basically a nice park surrounded by water, so I parked and ended up walking around again in that area too. For food, I ended up coming across this French restaurant. I got their special, which was soup, 2 different tapenades, and a glass of wine for like $13 or something. It was good, and it was a really cute spot. And then I had to do a quick drive down Rainbow Row before heading out. Before going back to the hotel, I did stop at the downtown Mount Pleasant area. I walked around the surrounding neighborhood and through the cute shops. One of the shops was celebrating their dog's first birthday, so shout out to Sully turning 1 for my red velvet bundt cupcake. The next day, I made my way to Calabash, North Carolina. So my parents have neighbors that have a second home there. I had literally never met them prior to this, but I ended up staying with them for an entire week, so shout out to them. They were awesome, and I had a great time with them and exploring an area I would have never known about. Calabash is on the coast of North Carolina and just above the South Carolina border. They showed me around the area, we hung out with their friends. This place called Callahan's has the best fudge I've ever had in my life. The coconut custard was unreal. One of the days we went on a walk to the Wishing Tree, which is on the South Carolina side. People find a shell on the beach, preferably a shell with a flat space to write on and a hole in it, and you write your wish on the shell and then hang it on the tree. The weather on the coast had dropped the week I was there, so it was like in the 50s most days, which honestly was totally fine with me, but it just limited the potential beach time. But Noodles and I still got outside every day to get a walk in. I also had wanted to make handmade thank you cards for all the people I had stayed with and would be staying with, so it gave me time to work on those. My very last full day there was the nicest day. I think it was in the 60s and it was sunny, so we chose that as a day to walk to the Kindred Spirit Mailbox. I had never heard of this prior to my visit, but it's kind of famous, and Nicholas Sparks has even put it in one of his books before. You basically walk for about 1.5 miles down the beach. Well, I think there's normally a walk that's a little less than that, but the area was under construction and we couldn't get to it, so we had to walk a little further than normal. But anyways, once you get to the location, there's this mailbox off to the side with notebooks in it. You can write whatever you want or sit and read other people's entries. People will talk about memories from the past, future goals, aspirations, tough times, anything. And then you just put it back. It's been there since the late 70s, so people have been coming to the Kindred Spirit Mailbox for decades. When the notebooks get full, they archive them at a local university library. But it was a cool thing to do. One of the amazing things about this area is no one is allowed to develop condos and high-rises and stuff, so the walk out to the mailbox is actually so peaceful because it feels like this deserted beach. Now, granted, I'm sure in the summer there would be more people in general, but still, I just feel like I can't tell you the last time I walked along a beach with no $1,000,000 condos right there. So the whole experience of walking there, sitting there to write and read other entries, it was just a nice experience. We walked a little farther to get to the jetty, the very end of the beach, before walking back. And that sums up my time in North Carolina. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like this video and subscribe for more travel content, and I'll see you in next week's video. Bye!